Just gonna have a little walk down New Bond Street. Not done a video for a while. I've got loads in the pipeline I should have posted. Become a bit lazy on that, and also been sidetracked because I've had to do blood pressure tests and different things. So thought I'd do a little walk down here. See what's going on. Quite sure really, technically, a lot of the cars won't want to be on a video, but on the other hand they're out in public places and all the plates are visible to everybody, so it's not like I've got 20,000 subscribers, is it? But you might enjoy walking down New Bond Street. The reason I'm here is a few friends know I had a family inheritance from my grandmother and I brought a Roadster watch probably 20 years ago, and I get it serviced every 4 years, I think it is. And I had it serviced not so long ago. The little clasp that holds the chain together, holds the strap together, the little clasp keeps popping off. We know these two guys, don't we? Eisenhower, innit, and Winston. So I think it's only just a little tweak to make it a bit of a stronger clasp. And then I might go in and get my shoes polished in my shoes I live in. You can get them polished in Burlington Arcade. There's a guy in there, and Mark Powell said to me he'll be able to get the brown or the white up lovely. He'll transform the shoe. I got lots of time, nothing else to do today, so I may well go and get my shoes polished, as I say. I could zoom in on all these shops, but I don't know. I think it's too much stuff to pick on to look at. Cartier is down here on the right, almost at the end on Piccadilly, really. Living around here for 5 years in central Soho, where I lived, I do miss it. I miss wandering around these sort of places. That Cartier shop there, I don't really know. That's kind of like the main one, but the one down the bottom is where they do the maintenance and services. Or at least that's where I've always took mine for it. So that's where I'll be going. It's a lovely building coming up I'm going to highlight, as well as all these lovely buildings, of course. There's lovely buildings everywhere, yeah. And I couldn't possibly tell you all the history because there's just so much history to the buildings. But look at this one on Burlington Gardens. Stunning, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. It's part of the Burlington Arcade, and next door is the Royal Academy of Arts. And opposite the Royal Academy of Arts is the best cheesecake, I think, strawberry cheesecake in London at Cicconi's, where I do still have to take some friends to it one day. Cross over. It's not much further down here now, so a little short video today, little glimpse. The other big news is, and I don't know what I'm doing, I haven't made my mind up, but I am going to look at a flat in Richmond today, a one-bed flat. If I rent it and commit to all the other bills like your council tax and internet and all that nonsense, it's going to be a lot of money. And it will stop my travelling. So do I commit and get a home, which I am now really missing a home, or do I keep going travelling and not have a home? It's a difficult choice, but in reality, of course, I want to do both. I want to have a home and travel, because living out of a suitcase is no fun. Wherever I go, I'm staying with a friend again in London for a couple of days. Forgot to bring my razor. Yeah, I know it's not a big deal, but you always forget one thing, or you don't have the things in the same place. Did my blood pressure test yesterday and my blood pressure's still high. So I got to do it at home for 10 days, every couple of days, at night and in the morning. And then go back in and they'll do it again. So it's another 10, I've got to go back to Soho in 10 days basically, which means the next 10 days I can't travel again. And I've really been stuck too long with Scarlett in a way. It's when we get on great, my daughter. There's no problem there really, but it's not the same sleeping on a sofa. And even as lovely as my grandson is, being woken up at 7 o'clock, sometimes earlier every morning, it's not my idea of retirement. Anyway, so we'll see. I'm going to look at, it's a beautiful flat. It's 1,600 quid a month, but it's £1,000 a month in Didcot. Interestingly, Reading is cheaper than Didcot, which quite surprises me because Reading's much bigger really, but yeah, Reading's cheaper than Didcot. This is my shop, but so that's where I go there to get my watch serviced. These people are dawdling along. Wanted a video of the front of the shop. And that's Piccadilly down there. You go that way, you go left bottom to go to Eros in Piccadilly. Dolce Gabbana over there, look, very nice. Look at the buildings, look at the architecture. Some are not so great, that one, modern. This one's beautiful. So that's it, let's go and see if they can do a quick fix on my watch. So there's a little watchmaker, just on Piccadilly, lovely little shop. I love all the old stuff that they have in there, all the repairs they do and that. He's busy doing things, Bentleys. And next door I'm going to just walk through Burlington Arcade with you guys. Show you the shoe shine man, then go back afterwards. And if he's happy for me to do a little video of him sorting my shoes out, I'll do so, and if he doesn't want it, I won't. But basically, this place is incredible. Apparently back in the Victorian era or whenever it was, the top rooms used to be housed ladies of the night, I guess is the most polite way to say it. And you weren't allowed to whistle. It was against the law or something about whistling, because that's how they would attract the gentleman clients down below. And it's still a case today. I've never tried it. I've never tried to give a little whistle, but that's what they say. You can't whistle in Burlington Arcade. Nice little old-fashioned secret story, really. Lots of second-hand watches. This guy has lots of second-hand watches. You can get all sorts, you know, like everything. There's your shoe shine man. Definitely gonna give it a go. Coffee. We get a little coffee. I haven't had any breakfast, anything at all. So I could do with a bit of breakfasty brunch. But I am eating with some friends again at 5 o'clock, and it's 1:30 now. So very, very lazy day today. Nothing really to do. Just hanging around to do this viewing tomorrow. And I could ask you whether you think I should keep travelling or get a flat, and then I'd only go on holidays really, rather than travelling all the time. And I haven't been travelling all the time anyway. I could ask you what should I do, but I'm not sure whether I'd get it up posted in time anyway before I view. But you see, this place, most of the boxes here are Cartier. A lot of old classic Cartier stuff. Really nice. Really, really nice. New watches here, look, BRX5, whatever they are. There's Bell & Ross. Never really heard of them. These guys all, there's two at either end. Usually, I think, they're sort of security. Well, they're not really security. They don't really show anybody around because it's just one little alleyway with shops either side. I think they are what's called tradition. All Cartier, look at all those Cartier. Jesus, makes you wonder what all that little haul would be worth, really. Whole load of Cartier. They fixed my watch in no time at all, and my watch comes with a black leather strap, and I've seen different colour straps, and I asked them about did they do the straps, because the watch is discontinued, and they do. So actually, although we don't need anything, and I virtually never wear my black straps, but by putting a strap on the watch which has got a chrome thing, it does make it look like a totally different watch. So yes, I bit the bullet, and Patrick Philippe pocket watches. See, I'd love a pocket watch. I bit the bullet and paid £320 for an alligator skin red, like a burgundy red. It might be even lighter than burgundy. It's quite a rich red strap, which I'll put a picture up of it in the video. So yeah, I've treated myself. Love the pocket watches. Treated myself to a nice strap to jazz up my watch. I wear the watch every day. The only reason I don't wear the black strap is, well, after I'd got it, I went on a holiday or something, and I thought, oh, I'll put the chrome strap on because it's better for swimming and all that, and I've never really took it off in 20 years. But again, I'll have more time. I should have more time. Also, see, that's the advantage of not traveling, but living, again, you can have more time to maybe do things. So when you go out, I can put the black strap on one day, I can put the red strap on, I can put the chrome strap on, I can jazz it up, and really it definitely looks like a different watch. So there again is Chiccone's strawberry cheesecake to die for. Great place. Right, so I'm going to go back, see how long this guy says, because he was doing one customer, he had two other pairs of shoes. I'm going to sign off from this, just show you the outside of the building, really, across the road, and I'm going to sign off, and that's going to be a very, very short video, get me back in the system. I am thinking about doing one of Didcot Town Centre, which is sort of shops all down one side of the street, really. So no good again saying, I will link Burlington Arcade in the description. I can't ask you whether, well, maybe I can ask you actually. I won't do Didcot for a while. Who wants to see Didcot Town Centre and the new shopping centre where my daughter lives, and where I had my business for 20 years on the high street? I had a business. Comment below. There you go. See you next time. So here we are, look, and I spoke to Remmi.
Yes.
And I asked Remmi if it was okay to video, and he said, of course, sir. They call you sir here quite a lot, which I suppose is nice. It's not necessary, but we can have a look before. Look, have a good close look at these. People who know me know they're probably 3 years old. They've been resold, rehealed. I wear them every day. Actually, you know, Remmi, I've got a new pair from Mark Powell, brand new.
Yeah.
They're like blue, not quite navy blue with white in the middle.
Yeah.
And I haven't really broken them in yet, because these shoes are quite hard to break in when you first get them. And I'm sort of keeping them for best at the moment, because, as I said, I've been doing a bit of travelling. I've retired, so I'm doing some travelling, and every time he says to me, have you ever cleaned them for any shoes? I said, well, I've tried a few times, but for an ordinary person to clean the white bit, it's difficult to do, isn't it?
It is, but you know what, you're in the right place.
Absolutely.
I've done Mark Powell's shoes over the years.
Many
for
times.
About 17 years now.
Yeah.
And yeah, he always comes, and we have a good chat, and it's always good to see.
He's a great guy. And so you don't hear anybody whistling in here, do you? You know the story about the whistling.
I do know about the whistling, but people still do.
Do they, the buckers? Yeah. I love just walking through here though, and actually you are part of, like those guys at the end, they're not security or anything.
No, they're just to make sure that everyone feels safe.
They're part of their history, part of the culture. Right, so we'll switch off for a bit and then we'll see what, as we get near the end, how they come up and get new laces as well. So, Remmi's doing a good job. Come and see him anytime. What hours do you work?
I
Generally?
work Monday to Saturday, 10 to 6.
Monday to Saturday, 10 to 6. There you are. Pop in. Sometimes you have to sit and wait, but it's a pleasure because you've got a little coffee bar opposite. Or you can bring your shoes like some people have done. They brought their shoes, dropped them off. And he does them as and when he gets a break. But I've been through here many times. You're pretty much consistently doing them, aren't you?
It is always a good little business because I've been doing this for 22 years now, and I've got a good base of
regular
clientele.
client.
And they do come in, and like you said, sometimes you wait for 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
There's a lovely coffee behind me,
Absolutely.
which is a great addition to the arcade because now people can wait to have a coffee and have a shoe shine. In the past, people used to go out and come back, and some of them didn't come back.
Of course, I can go a bit further and have a glass of champagne.
Yeah, that's true.
So the question is, has Remmi given me some new shoes? Well,
Not quite new, but
it's impossible because these are 3 years old and I think it's the first time they've been properly cleaned. But I reckon Mark Powell will be quite pleased. I'm very pleased. I've got new laces. The laces are fine, aren't they?
Yeah,
you wouldn't know the other ones were a bit darker. So, Remmi, thank you, my friend.
You're welcome.
And hopefully you get some more customers.
You're welcome.
And I have a new subscriber here as well. Look. Hey, oh. I don't know because people, they don't want to be videoed either, which is difficult.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, mate. So I'm back in Soho for a bit. And I'm already talking to more people again. So when I was getting my shoes done, I had a chat with a guy. And he's a new subscriber, so he will briefly see himself on the video. And now see my new shoes walking down. I'm sure Mark will be absolutely thrilled. So that's it really, yeah. Let's go and wander into Soho, see if any of my friends are around, and hopefully not start drinking yet. Thanks for watching everybody, like and subscribe, you know the deal.